Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Mix It Up podcast. We back. I'm Mike. That's Nick.
What's up?
Nick, I'm growing a really beard now. I'm going all fluffed out, man. And I was thinking, do you recall me without a beard? Do you remember me without a beard back in the day?
Um, I don't know. I don't really know. I don't really think about you in general. So I don't like, I guess that's my answer.
Okay, well, because I mean that's a great answer because I was at one of my nieces. She said, I guess Sean that plays softball with us, Brandon, in the softball league.
Yeah, I know him. I know him.
Kayla, they used to do the books with us. So Kayla,
Hmm.
they were all laughing because they were watching my brother's and sister-in-law's like wedding video. So
Yeah.
they were all laughing at me because they got a video of me. It's like, oh, is that Uncle Mike? So I came out. I was like 12 years old, and my brother's friends they made me do the
The
Saturday
Garter?
Fever thing where you point up
Yeah,
and
yeah.
so they made me when I got introduced as a kid. I did that.
Okay.
So and then I was like, oh my god, I remember that with no facial hair. Like, look at me, I was adorable. So I got to send you the video later. But yeah, and I was just thinking, I was like, man, I've had a beard for like a while now. I'm trying to think, probably like it has to be over 10 years
Yeah.
that I finally decided to grow one in my upper 20s. You
Right.
know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah. Have you ever had not a beard?
I think when I was a little baby,
Right.
but that was it. Like when I was 2 years old, I grew a beard.
The second you grew a beard, you grew it
I grew it and I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna keep it at two
right
years
away.
old. Yeah.
Yeah. The first thing I was able to do is get a mustache. So I had a big mustache. So
Okay.
yeah, I look like a fucking everybody's mailman.
Did you know that when when did you start getting like body hair?
Pubes?
No,
Uh,
like not even pubes,
not even
Michael.
pubes, just like body hair. Like
Leg hair, like armpit hair and leg hair.
I really, I can't say it. I didn't like write it down. All of a sudden, I just woke up like a goddamn gorilla, man. I was like fucking hairy legs, hairy arms, hairy pubes, fucking chest hair coming out my shirt. It's like I transformed overnight into a werewolf.
Yeah,
You see the Teen Wolf of Michael J. Fox? It's like
yeah,
almost like that. I just
gotcha.
transformed one
Yeah,
day and I was just like, well, this is me. And then
yeah,
my voice got like a little bit deeper. I mean, it's still high now, but like it got a little bit deeper. I was like,
yeah.
I was like a little bit fucking pipsqueak back in the day.
I'm gonna tell everybody a secret about me that not really anybody probably knows. Maybe I told
Ooh,
somebody about this drunk or something like that.
wow,
But when
see,
I was younger, what was that?
a secret.
Oh yeah, it's a big secret.
I'm intrigued right now.
Don't move right now. Don't even move an inch. Look at that thinking thing under your armpit. How cool is that? It says thinking right there.
Oh yeah, that looks dope.
That's cool.
That is
So
pretty fucking cool. It looks like I have no arm though. I'm wearing a black sleeve, so it just looks like I'm like, I've been in a war.
so here's my secret. When I
Tell
was younger, I was very, very subconscious about my body and everything about it, right?
me. Okay.
So I was like the first kid to start growing body hair. I think it must have been like maybe fourth grade or third grade or something like that. I don't know, maybe fifth. I don't know. Could have been third, fourth, fifth. I started getting like armpit hair and leg hair at the same time, and I was so embarrassed, Mike. Like I had a real problem with like self consciousness that I used to take it was like one hair, right?
Yeah, yeah,
I and like two hairs on my legs. I used to take my mom's razors and shave them, right? I would shave my like two armpit hairs, and I didn't know what I was doing, so I would irritate the ever loving shit
yeah.
out
Because
of
you weren't using any shaving cream or
nothing,
nothing.
dude.
You're going raw dog.
Just like nicking like a little bit, and I'm like, this kills.
Wow, man. I'm glad you got that off your chest. You know?
Now if you saw how hairy I was,
Yeah. Besides the chest hair, you missed a few spots.
oh god,
You didn't get that off your chest.
you could braid my pubes and put fucking probably beads in them. I'm gonna dye my pubes and put beads in them. I'll be a
Oh, dude.
Jamaican, like a Jamaican. I'll go to Jamaica. I'll be like, yo, braid me, and they're like, where? Like my balls.
Hey, man. Get this white dig out of my face, man. Wow. Well, shit. I mean, I guess we'll just go right into it. I mean, we're talking about all the hairiness and shit.
Yeah.
Um, let's go into the trees, the wildfires that's been
Okay.
going on in LA.
Yeah.
Um,
Is that still going on?
on and off, I guess, but
Yeah.
yeah, they had the big announcement that the fire was going to come. They were going to have 100-mile winds, whatever. They just weren't prepared. Preparation is the key to preventation. You know what I'm saying? You can
Yes.
prevent shit if you're prepared for it.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers in LA definitely were, man. They cut the fire department like their budget or whatever beforehand. They didn't have a reservoir filled. This is like prime during fire season.
Yeah.
There's a lot of went into it, and they were gonna get 100-mile-an-hour winds, and apparently it started. There's been a lot of like conspiracy theories about it, but it looks like the main reason why it started because of fireworks the week before. Like it smoldered,
Oh
and it
wow.
just like it was probably like kids, lighting up fireworks, and like you probably shouldn't light fireworks or light up those stupid lanterns that you send up in the sky in
Yeah.
LA during
Those are
fire
dangerous,
season.
man. Those are dangerous.
Because I know, like, there's definitely conspiracy where they were like the Jewish lasers coming from the clouds and they were going to ignite fires to make it a big disaster so they could take over the property. But doesn't seem like that's the case. Um, they had like a little, this like there's a lot of rumors going around. They show you pictures, and then of course some people show you pictures of all the destruction, all the buildings burn, but then all the trees are fine. But a lot of people, like, I don't know if they don't know this or didn't go to grade school. Like, trees have a lot of moisture in it and the bark, the thick bark. So sometimes they don't burn, or sometimes it'll take like forever for them to burn. But the reason why the trees that die and fall in the woods, they're dead. That it's becomes extremely like flammable when a tree falls over after like 18 months.
Mhm.
It's like the worst thing you could have in like the forest. And once those catch on fire, then it just spreads like crazy. And with the winds, everything else just catches fire. So that's why the trees that are like actually alive, they are able to sustain all the flames and stuff, going through it. That's why they're up. And you see some buildings, some houses that didn't get like touched. Like one house could be like fine, and all the other houses could be like fucking destroyed on the block. They
Mhm.
had one guy that stayed during all of it. He was on a roof with a hose, and he kept his house fucking like fine. It was
Wow.
fucking, yeah, it was insane. Like he stayed. Imagine being trapped in all that kind of crap.
Yeah.
Just fucking crazy, man. But these people, like, they just weren't prepared in it, and they had this other they have a Lesbo fire department chief.
I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, she's like big, and they're big into the DEI. She made a commercial like, "Oh, wouldn't you want like somebody like me
Yeah.
saving you in a fire or whatever?" And she's like, and the lady asked me, "Well, what if my husband is trapped in the fire? How are you going to carry him out?" And she's like, "Well, if he got himself in that situation, that's his fault. Like, what?
Right. Oh my God.
You're supposed to be a fire department, you Malarsic looking lesbo. You should be able to pull that fucking guy out."
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. I
So
mean, you should. Yeah, the answer is, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die trying.
right.
That's what every fireman back in the day would have said and meant. People like a lot of them still mean that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them are, but
It's the oath.
like that, like, come on, man, come on. If you're not fit for the fucking job, I gotta be honest with you. I'm gonna say this. I'm not even sure if I mean it, but I might. I don't believe that small people and women who are not gigantically strong should be fucking somebody that has to drag your ass out of a fucking building. I Mike, could I drag a fucking 300-pound man out of a building? Probably not.
I'm trying
Right?
to picture you dragging Pugsley out of a fire if he gets caught. Like, there's no way you're gonna be able to do that.
No, I don't think I'd be able to. I don't think I'd be able to. That's why you need to have legit guys as firemen. You can't have little pussies as fucking firemen. Like, because when that fireman walks out and everybody's like, "Did you get him?" They're like, "No, I couldn't. I couldn't pull him out because I'm a bitch."
Yeah, right. It's crazy. That's the truth.
That's why I'm not a fireman.
Right. Right.
I'm
I
not
know.
strong enough to be.
Right. Yeah, like right. You would want your firemen, like even the lesbo firemen, do steroids. Like if I have a
Yeah,
bunch of lesbo firemen, we'll do steroids then. You'll get cock diesel and just be able to like live. Like, how do you even pass the physical part of the test? Because you have to drag. I've done the fire test,
yeah.
and I've like
Failed it 4 times, right?
no, I passed. I
Yeah.
passed. But
What'd you get? 66.
I don't know. It was passable. All right.
Yeah.
So the first part of the test, you have to like in the parking lot, they have the ladder connected to the truck, and you have to go up like fucking 40 feet and touch the top and come back down. Five motherfuckers. I remember five people looked at that thing and they just like, nope. They walked right back to the cars and left. But I remember just dragging like they have like a 200-pound like fake body, like in like almost like a body bag type thing, a little dummy with the test drive dummies, and you have to carry that motherfucker like down like 5 things of stairs. You have to go up, right, with like weights on itself, drop that, and take the body all the way fucking down as quick as fucking possible. I'm like this, and when I did, I'm like talking to her, hey, buddy, you ready? I'm gonna save you. I'm fucking saving you right now, you dummy. And how are these lesbos like supposed to like do that? It's just like it's like ridiculous. It should be just based on merit. That's why I like Trump when he got inaugurated yesterday. That's one of the things he actually said. Like we're gonna be a colorblind society. We're gonna be based on merit only.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how it fucking should be. You know what I'm saying? Do you see me going to like complaining about the NBA? Like, you know what? I think we need more white lesbians to go into the NBA to make it more like,
to fit you a little bit more.
Yeah, they want me. Like, I'm the white lesbo. Here comes the white lesbo that just can't make a basket.
Right.
And it's just like it goes like to that situation. Merit only, whatever the case is. Be the best. If you want, you have to be the best in order to get like these jobs. You can't just be inclusive and make believe everything's like, so like hunky dory and shit in this society. It's fucking crazy. We're getting back to common sense, baby. Trump, 2025.
Yeah. Let me ask you this though. Where do those 100-mile-per-hour winds come from? And like, where? Why out in LA are they're gusts of fucking 100-mile-per-hour winds?
Dude, I don't know. Like, so, listen, sometimes they get those fucking winds. Not like it hasn't been crazy like that in like, dude, in a long, long time, they said.
And then just happens to be a fucking fire going on with those winds. You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy, man.
It is fucking crazy. I mean, coincidences, and we always talk about it. Is there such thing as coincidence? But sometimes shit just doesn't happen. But I'll tell you what, like months prior, they had a big thing. Everybody's going after State Farm Insurance because State Farm Insurance dropped everybody's fire coverage in the Palisades. They wouldn't cover them. And the reason why they wouldn't cover them, they went to the state and they went to the governor, the state, the mayor, and they're like, listen, this is a bad situation waiting to happen. We can't cover this if you're not going to clean up the forest.
Oh, wow.
They predicted it. That's what insurance companies do. They go out and they predict bad situations. So they seen this coming. So everybody was like, oh, how dare these insurance companies, take out. I'm like, that's their job. They warn these people. They warn these officials. These officials took out $8 billion 7.5 years ago to do this job. Trump warned them when he was first president to Gavin Newsom, like, yo, you got to clean up your forest. This shit is a disaster waiting for happen. I think like somewhere else in like New Zealand, I don't know where the fuck, they clean their forest like twice a year, like pristine, and never any fucking problems like that. I mean, shit, you could probably get a bunch of goats and just send them into the fucking LA and the goats will eat all the vegetation. Right? They just fucking throw a whole bunch of goats out there. They'll fucking eat all that crap and then you won't have to deal with this crap. Nobody knows where all this fucking money went. The fucking fire hydrants weren't filled up. Like what is that? You know what I mean? The mayor was in Africa. Mayor Karen Bass, she was in Africa during all this. She's the woman where they're like, usually they tell these people like, oh, go back to Africa. They were like, come back from Africa, come back home. Like you got to deal with this shit,
dude. And that was probably the most racist thing you ever said on here.
I heard it on the what you call it, the HBO show I was watching. What's that guy's name? Bill Maher. I heard it on fucking Bill Maher.
Bill Maher said that?
One of his guests said it.
Was he black?
I mean, he was like a little bit of both. He was like half white, half black. So I thought it was a funny joke. People could take jokes at this fucking podcast. Okay, I'm just regurgitating the joke.
Regurgitating it. So I had a good fucking point. I had a good. Fuck.
That's what you get for making fun of me.
You said that.
Bill Maher.
Oh yeah. Here's a good thing. You said get goats to go in there. Why was it that when they had all these migrants coming and they didn't have to do anything at all for their money and stuff like that? Why wouldn't you put them to do all this like civil service work that they could have just cleaned up the streets,
Yeah.
put them on the streets of Central Avenue in Yonkers, dude, bring them to the Bronx and clean up the fucking streets in the Bronx, bro.
Clean up all the fucking pollution and all the
Right?
garbage.
You
Yeah.
shouldn't
No,
get
that's
that
a
shit
great
for free.
idea.
Yo, you want to give them money? By all means, give them money, but put them
But
to
do
fucking
something.
work. Put
Earn
them
it.
to fucking work. They
Right.
could have cleaned up the whole country, dude.
Yeah, that's a great idea, man. They all come here. They were getting free fucking debit cards. Yeah, let them fucking do like a little, not even a 9 to 5. Like make them start like a little like all right 9 to 2. Get them used to it, and
Yeah.
then go fucking crazy. Then bring them all. Yeah, dude, you're right. Absolutely, that's a great idea, man. But
And what happens to these motherfuckers? How long are they on this fucking? How long are we giving them money?
I don't know. Like Trump signed some papers. Like they're going after him now. All the border got closed immediately. They weren't letting anybody in. Now, yeah, it's going to be all like it's on right now. It's
You know what's fucked up? There's going to be a lot of good people that are going back, right? A lot of good fucking people, and you know who's to blame about that? Honestly, the Biden administration who opened it up and let all the floodgates open. There should be a weeding like. Here's your application. We get to know you. Yeah, it's going to take a long fucking time.
Yeah.
It's going to take a long fucking time. But that's how it is, guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, I was at court today. I had to go to like the Westchester County courthouse, and I'm online to get into the fucking thing, right? And
what you do.
I'll talk about it off the air. It's not about me, but I'll talk about it off the air.
Okay.
I'll tell you when we're done. And so like say you were there first and I went to go drop the car off, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'm going to go over there. My friend's waiting online." No, you're not. No, you are not going to meet him online. You're going to wait here. I'm not because if I let you go, there's going to be a fucking riot in this place, and I'm not willing to start a riot. This the cop had to say this fucking 100 times today while I'm on this line. It was fucking a 200 person line, Mike, to get through the fucking security. But she kept saying it. There was no fucking breaking this rule. No matter how many people wanted to get in there quicker, they were not able to.
Wow.
That should be the fucking rule. I'm sorry. Yes, you want to get in, but you got to do it the right fucking way.
Hey,
right?
Listen, yeah, there's rules. I mean, obviously there's rules, but then once all these people figured out there were no rules, that you could just walk right in and there's no consequences, that's when everybody started coming in.
Yeah.
And then all the gangs, the drugs, the trafficking, the tunnels that are fucking running. You're like, it's a big business for these people,
Mm-hmm.
Pretty crazy.
It is crazy.
Yeah. So about this being at the courthouse. Nah. I'll talk about that later, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So crazy situation. But hey, listen, we got a new president from back in the day. Trump's back.
Yeah.
He was had the inauguration, yesterday. He was like one of the first things he was like, there's no more. You know what I'm saying, right?
Trannies?
Well, that's one of them. No more genders.
Yeah.
There's only men and women. 2 genders. One has a dick and balls. The other one has something gross. And I don't won't let me touch it. It's slippery. But yeah, like it's like that's it. It's like no more bullshit. Like I'm like, thank you, man. It just brings about like common sense. You just want common sense. Just bring back common sense, man. No more of this, people thinking they're a cat.
Yeah.
Or, thinking all this other fucking garbage. It's a little ridiculous. Listen, I love dogs. I don't think I am one.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
yeah, no more catering to like the one person out of a million or whatever the number is. Like
I cry about it.
Yeah. It's like, okay, everybody wants to drink Jack Daniels, but I want Woodford Reserve. We're drinking Woodford Reserve. Like well, what do you mean? 99 of us want Jack Daniels, but I want Woodford Reserve.
Right. So
you get the fuck out. Don't come to the fucking party then. But I want to.
Right.
So come. Just drink Jack Daniels. No.
Yeah, that's exactly how it is.
It is because listen, it is what it is, man. Nobody's hating on anybody right now, but it's right. No matter what you say, a scientific fact is a scientific fact, right? You're born a certain way. Yes, there's anomalies that happen, right? There are. You
Yeah.
have like some what is it when you're
Hermaphrodite.
a hermaphrodite,
Yeah.
right? But other than that, you're not born a cat.
Right.
You're not born a dog. You could feel that you want to be a man or want to be a woman, but that doesn't mean that
Right. Dude.
you have to be called one
Right.
or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I could fuck up. I could be like, yo, what's up, man?
Right.
And you're a chick, and I didn't realize that you have a beard, but you have tits. And I've seen that before.
In the
I said
circus.
it on here at work.
Right.
I saw a guy with with fucking tits, and I didn't know how to address this human being. I didn't know to go.
Yeah.
Oh, what up, dude?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
to fucking motorboat him. I didn't know what to do.
You went for the motorboating, I assume.
Of course, I motorboated him.
Right. Right. Instead of
I wanted to be friends with him though. I wanted to have a dude friend that
Yeah.
had tits, so I
Yeah.
could be
I
like
get
this.
it. I
You
get
want
it.
to? You want to go? Come titty fuck you real quick,
Right.
and then
Right.
we go play basketball.
Right. Right. And then you just high five afterwards. Yeah, I get it. I get it. Instead of just saying hi to the guy, like you'd be like, "Hey, let me motorboat you. Figure
Dude.
these things out."
Is it gay to titty fuck your transsexual friend
That's a good question.
if he looks like a dude? If he looks like a dude, but he's got like sick fake tits, is it gay? You'd be like, yo, let me just titty
Oh.
fuck you real quick, and then we're just gonna go watch them. We'll go to the movies and hang out with the boys.
I like the sound of that, but I have to go out on a limb and
Yeah.
say it's kind of gay, like because they're looking at you.
To titty fuck chick?
Yeah, because the face is like right there, and they're looking at you.
You don't have to look at it. You just put a pillow over it, over your friend's face. You literally put a pillow over your friend's face
To
while you
kill him?
titty fuck him.
Possibly kill your friend while you titty fuck him. I mean, that's a terrible way to go. Yeah, yeah. So listen, let's just get back to common sense with
Gay or not?
with these freaks. So the freaks,
Gay or not? Gay, no, gay or not?
listen. I don't. I mean, yes, of course it's gay.
Gay or not gay?
Of course it is.
That's gay.
Right. I just ran a poll on Twitter, Nick. Everybody on the poll said it's gay.
Question.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Question. Your friend turns into a woman.
Yeah.
Do you say to him or her, what now? Can I see your tits?
Oh, I definitely want to see him.
Will you touch them?
I won't touch him.
That's gross, actually. Now that I think about actually touching your friend's
Yes. Yes. Of course it is. Like your buddies.
because it's the same thing as rubbing your friend's
Right.
and nipples and shit. That's so gross.
I don't even rub mine. Like it's like, ugh. Fuck, I feel I feel gross right now. You know.
So so we've come to the conclusion. Yes, it is. It is.
Yeah. Everybody confirms it. You know.
It's gay. No.
Yeah. So
You can't titty fuck your friends, guys.
yes. So all these people can't be like, hey, I'm this or I'm that. Just get it back to them. And if you are that, like whatever you fucking want to be, I don't give a shit what you do behind closed doors.
Right.
You fucking maniacs. Ugh.
No, it's gonna cause I don't know, maybe it shouldn't cause craziness. Nobody's like denying like the trannies or anything. I've seen a lot of trannies in movies. Like every fucking movie or TV show has like
Oh, MTV is loaded. with
tranny friend now. Like I saw it in this show the other day, Missing You. There was just like a tranny dude that was chick dude was on there and was like, what's the point? Like I mean, are they doing it just for the fuck of it? Like, cool. All right, if you need like a tranny actress or actor, go for it. You know what I'm saying? But like,
Right.
just to have one there for the fuck of it?
I'm not. I've seen it on like Law and Order,
Yeah,
but that was part of the story. You know.
yeah. Right, exactly.
I didn't even see it. Like, it's not like it was a show where all of a sudden it's just like, how you sometimes see commercials and you see like a blended family.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, man, just be fucking real here. Like, there's a white white woman, black husband, and Asian kid. I'm like, it doesn't seem like a family. You know what I'm saying? But they're all in that fucking Kia commercial. And they're fucking driving around. So,
I've never seen that commercial before, Mike.
I mean, I probably just made that up in my head, but it's something close to it.
Yeah.
We all have seen it. We just, we're not fucking paying attention. But listen, it is what it is. I don't know why they're inclusive of anything, but I know MTV does a lot of that shit. MTV is really like they put these tranny shows on. they put like getting pregnant at 12, and they put these
Ooh,
fucking bitches on with their kids. It's fucking MTV is a little wild shit. You know what I mean? They're
yeah.
really into like a lot of like devil worshiping, fuck society, fuck the old like norms of society. Let's go fucking down a big rabbit hole. I mean, Jersey Shore, getting drunk, bitch. Like these fucking people are fucking crazy. And then they airing this shit and they're trying to get these little kids to watch it. And then, they're trying to destroy society in a way with these fucking terrible TV shows. I mean,
Mike,
why don't I want to watch these little 14-year-olds get pregnant and then fucking they have like these little fucking stories with their little fucking babies that look older than them? It's
I
fucking
don't
crazy.
know.
That's
Are
why.
you on steroids right now?
No, I just been lifting a lot more. Why?
Because you look because of those headphones on your neck or whatever,
I
and
just
your
looked at.
straps look gigantic. They're like up to your fucking ears,
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
and those headphones look like you just look like you have a football fucking those pads on or some shit.
Right. That's why I left them on. I was like, oh shit, I look kind of fucking decent. There's no reason for my have these headphones around my neck.
Mhm.
It's just for show.
Yeah, it's for show.
But I have been lifting a lot more at the gym, so trying to get
Listen,
try to get beefed up, jacked up.
good. We love trannies on this podcast, though. We're not, nothing
No,
against them or anything
not
like
that
that.
there's anything wrong with them. Whatever.
No, not that there's
Listen,
anything wrong
like,
with them at all.
listen. If you like the show, we just like making fun of everybody. We obviously
Yeah.
we made fun of each other at the beginning part of the show,
Right.
so we have to because we're inclusivity. So we like to make fun of everybody.
You're right.
Inclusivity,
Right.
inclusivity.
Yeah.
So that's the word on the thing. All right, so I guess moving on to Biden and his pardons.
Yeah.
You hear about this, Nick? My man Biden, he
Yeah.
decided to pardon everybody for the last 20 years that committed any kind of crime. His whole entire family got pardoned yesterday, right? And they're
Well, what? What did they do? This guy gave
All right.
preemptive pardons, just in
Fauci
case my family did anything, they're off the fucking hook, forever.
forever. Hunter Biden, he's pardoned goes back until like 2011 or some bullshit. Like he could, whatever he did, like obviously, like I wish I knew somebody that could just pardon all this shit, like so I could just go rob, steal, loot, but you know what? My daddy could pardon me, so I'm good. Like I won't get in trouble. It just makes
Right.
no fucking sense to me. So he pardoned, like, dude, all the Bidens, like all the fucking Bidens, his fucking family tree got fucking all pardoned, and basically like all of them have like they're responsible for these like shell companies. He has like they have 20 shell companies out of like 26, and they said maybe 6 might be real, but they were funneling money. So like when they were getting all this fucking money from like all other places, like wherever they fucking selling Biden to get something in passed or whatever
Right.
bill passed. They funneled all the money and ended up back in bank accounts to Biden, to his fucking family. They all got fucking paid because don't forget, a president of the United States, I think the year annual salary is like 400 grand. Why are they living in like $20 million houses
Right.
and all this fucking crazy shit? You got to really stop to think about that.
Yeah.
It's just it's a joke. I don't know why we pay taxes when they're just stealing our fucking money, these fucking people. And that goes for fucking Trump too. Hopefully he fixes a lot of this fucking bullshit, which he's been saying he's gonna do with like taxes and going after and with Doge trying to be accountable where all this money is fucking flowing and just disappearing.
Yeah.
Biden, I think he sent $770 to the family of each people got affected in the Palisades. Meanwhile, billions of dollars goes to Ukraine. Why don't you take a couple billion out of Ukraine and send them to the fucking people so they can rebuild right away?
Right.
Because by that time these fucking poor people in the Palisades going to rebuild, it's going to take a while to even get like the permits to fucking rebuild. That's going to be a fucking disaster. Some of them still have to pay if they not done paying their mortgage. They have to continue to pay the mortgage on a house that's not even there, which is insane.
That's fucked up.
Like,
they should let those go.
Obviously, they should let those go. Like somebody should be paying for that shit. Like how am I going to pay? Imagine my house just fucking goes on fire, up in smoke, but I have a mortgage on it, and I have to still pay like $1,000 a month, and I'm not even fucking living there, dude. If I had to do that, I would go get a tent, put it on my property wherever my house was, and I just live on that shit, or get make some fucking kind of shed, make something like we'll have you come over, we'll build something like a fort.
Yeah.
And I'll just fucking live in there, because it's just like, it's crazy, man. It's fucking mind boggling, bro. Oh, it gets me so frustrated that these fucking people like Biden gets to fucking pardon all these fucking criminals and they get away with it. Like Hunter Biden had pictures of little girls on his fucking laptop that were all over him. Like, there's not even like, I'm like, what the fuck? And they get away with all this fucking shit. They're literally criminals, and there's people that still fucking support this fucking guy. It drives me insane. I'm like, haven't you seen? Haven't you noticed? There's no reason. He's the most pardons by any president was him by like 200 or some fucking crazy outrageous number. It's fucking crazy, man. It just proves that these people are so corrupt, man. Man, I wish somebody would just fucking kill him, man.
The thing that pisses me off is the Fauci one.
Yeah.
Like, if there was nothing to worry about, if everything was fine, why you got to pardon him? Let it go through the ringer and fucking and you know.
Okay, Nick. Before you say that, before we get into that,
I already said it.
well, we're gonna have to say the name of the sickness. We'll call it COVIDity titty.
Okay, but before we get into it, let's take a quick commercial break. A real one.
A real one. Okay,
Yeah.
and we'll be right back on the Mix Up Hot. We're back again. No more Joe Biden. Sleepy Joe, always sleeping. Never awake. Never awake. They got 2025 to 2029. Let's go. Aliens are coming. It's going to be great. We're going to be friends. We're going to be best friends with the aliens.
You've been practicing that?
No, I just started doing it. I do Trump voice all the time, Nick. Every day. I wake up in the morning, I do it. I go to sleep at night doing it.
Yeah.
I just say, every morning I wake up, like, brushing my teeth one by one. Going to be great. Can I have the best white teeth ever? Aquafresh, the best fresh. Toothpaste. Fucking love it, man. I love doing the Trump voice. It's fucking great.
It's hilarious.
You just got to get more material with it.
Yeah.
It's actually part of my my stand up.
Oh,
Right.
good. I was hoping so. Yeah, that's good.
It's gonna be a little bit in there. Yeah. So listen, crazy man. We had a lot of stuff going on, but another thing that came up was Elon Musk. I don't know if you've seen the video of Elon Musk. I was talking with people, like debating people on Twitter. Listen, some people are just fucking nuts. They think it's a Nazi salute, right? He's first off, he's a little on the spectrum.
Oh yeah, he's
a genius.
He's spectrum down.
But he's on the spectrum. Like, he was so pumped up. He put his heart on his chest. It's like, yeah, you know? And apparently people are like, oh my God, because everybody thinks Trump's a Nazi. And so they just assume Elon Musk is, he's got to be a Nazi. Meanwhile, Elon Musk was like, he went to Israel recently. He was on the fucking side of getting the hostages back, right? All this, he's wearing pins of like, free the hostages, supporting Israel like a madman. And the last time I checked, Hitler and the Nazi, they wanted to kill Jews, right? That's what I've heard in textbooks.
Yeah.
And for people to even, after all that, like I'm giving you like information and you people still, no, it was a Nazi salute. I'm having debates with people on social media about this. I'm like, yo, what's the matter with you? I get you watch the video, but don't you understand like what's going on? You know what I mean? It's so crazy that I want to reach through like social media, just slap some common sense into these people to think that way.
Honestly,
God bless you.
Thank you. I'm on the Nazi salute side on that one, Mike. And I'm not even joking. So here's what I'm thinking.
You're a terrible fucking person. You're one of them. God, you're terrible.
Two options here. Either he, in his subconscious mind, was like, "We did it," and you think, and this whole time, and he was being sarcastic with it, and then in the middle, he was like, "What the fuck am I doing? Like, this is what you think we are? You know what I mean? Like, we did it. We made it. Nazis? We Nazis now? You know what I mean?" And then he was like, "Oh, fuck, what did I do? Let me undo this by turning around and do it again." Or, I think the modern day Nazis are not anti-Jew, man. They're anti-fucking black. They're anti-Spanish. They're fucking not anti-white human being. I know, honestly, yes, like the Supremes, they're always like, they're against like all religions other than Christian, I think, right? But I don't know, man. I think that you can be a Nazi and support the Jews. Personally, I really think you can. Think about the American History X.
Crazy to me. That's
crazy. American history. Think about all the Southern KKK members. You think they're really about going against the Jews? When's the last time they lynched a Jew? They lynch black people, man. They're anti fucking white people. Actually, anti opposite of white people. He could have easily, dude. He fucking hailed fucking Hitler. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Motherfucker did a Hitler salute.
He's just
How can you be so stupid?
Dude, he's awkward, man. He was just pumped up and awkward about it. And like, you know what it is? You know that fucking video, like the Microsoft built people with the Bill Gates, and they're all dancing to like fucking rock and roll, and they're all awkward. You know what I mean? You seen the video, right? With fucking Bill Gates, the guy that owns the Clippers and shit, and Apple, all the fucking weirdo. They're all because they're all spastic. They're all fucking like, odd. You know,
none of them hailed Hitler, Mike. And
it wasn't it. Does Elon Musk have like a little tiny mustache?
It doesn't matter. Here's the thing as well. Like the leader of some group fucking of anti-Semitism said, no, that wasn't an anti-Semitic fucking hail Hitler fucking thing. You know why?
You said it's Semitic.
Yeah, because he knows that the modern day fucking Nazis aren't against any white people. They're just against.
I don't agree with that at all. You fucking maniac.
I really think that's true, Mike.
You're fucking nuts. You're one of these fucking people that I'm arguing on fucking Twitter and this is guy that's like, you know, Nick 005-30. He looks like a bot. That's probably you fucking arguing with me on fucking Twitter over this.
But also
crazy.
Also, if what I'm saying is not true, then Elon Musk is the dumbest motherfucker. The dumbest, smart, genius motherfucker on the planet for doing that. Come on.
Aren't they socially awkward?
Yes.
Dude.
Yes.
Everything.
Instead of this, Mike.
I
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. He should have just started marching like a fucking Nazi at that point.
I know.
Well, he was only fucking a few steps fucking away from doing that.
He's just fucking awkward. You know how these fucking people, they're socially awkward.
Nope.
No, watch all his fucking events where he's like, he's so weird. He's just weird because he's a genius.
Nope, I'm not taking. Nope. He hailed Hitler.
We agree to disagree. Okay, that's fucking nuts. Fuck out.
I let everything slide, Mike. I let Gulf of America slide. Sure, do whatever you want, Chubb. I don't care. Do whatever you want. I let fucking.
We're gonna rename it.
Dude, I don't care. You want to buy this country, you want to buy that country, I let it all slide. But when I blatantly see a man hailing Hitler, you cannot convince me otherwise. Accident or not, that was the fucking hail Hitler sign going up.
That's fucking crazy.
If you saw anybody in the middle of the road doing that, you'd be like, that motherfucker just hail Hitler?
I'd probably run him over. It's fucking crazy, man. I don't know. All right, we're moving
it's
up.
It's true though. No, it's true.
Fucking crazy.
It's true.
Right. Whatever. I don't fucking believe it. So Trump was on. He was signing a bunch of documents for like all the shit that he's gonna do and go into law. And then one of the reporters was like, "Oh, did Biden leave you a letter in the drawer? Because when a president."
No, he left me a fucking floater in the toilet bowl.
An upper decker. He left a big fucking turd in the upper part of the toilet where you'll never find it. It'll fucking stink for days, weeks, but you'll never find that big log and the top fucking upper part of your toilet bowl.
Upper decker. That's great.
Oh, yeah. A friend of mine, I'm not going to say his name, Frankie. He went to a party back in the day and he did an upper decker. He took off the top and he took a big dump in the top. Like,
makes sense.
The craziest shit. Like, it was funny. It was real funny, though. So, anyway, so the presidents usually leave like a letter in an envelope in the desk in the Oval Office. So, one of the reporters, when Trump was on the dock, said, "Hey, did Biden leave you a letter?" And, Trump pulled out the letter. "Yes, I got a letter right here. I better read it first. Better read it. Make sure I don't want to say it. I want to read it out loud. Let me go through it, So I was just thinking, wouldn't it be funny and ballsy if Biden just wrote a letter like, fuck you? Just 2 words like, fuck you or suck my dick.
Right.
Like, it would just be fucking funny if he opened it up and he's like, it says suck my dick, So I just thought that'd be pretty interesting. So I wonder what the letter really said, because it's like a tradition for presidents to do that, to leave it in the drawer. So
right.
But it'd be a lot funnier if it was like that and like definitely an upper decker in the fucking Oval Office fucking bathroom.
Yeah.
It's like, well, fucking guy didn't flush. Imagine that. Fucking great. Yeah.
Yeah.
So before the break, we definitely were about to talk about COVIDity titty. So with Fauci, he got pardoned. Remember back in the day, even on YouTube, like which we are now, for even suggesting that the virus came from a lab in China, Wuhan, that we were kicked off for misinformation.
Yeah.
He kept trying to say it to cover his ass that it came from a fucking bat.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the United States wouldn't let this fucking little weasel do this kind of testing here in America. So he had to take the funds because it's taxpayer funded. He literally had to go to another country, China, open up this lab because the United States deemed it too dangerous for him to work on these viruses to make them fucking stronger and shit like that. That's why he had to go to China in the first place. And now it's just pretty much confirmed that it came from a lab, the COVIDity teddy. And, and they pardoned Fauci. Meanwhile, this fucking guy killed so many Americans. In the beginning, a lot of people were dying because they kept throwing ventilators, shit like that. But yeah, it was just fucking awful. Awful that he got pardoned and the little fucking weasels getting away with it. And you just remember how he was going on the news. He like really got off on being like real popular about it.
Mhm.
And you could just see it. You could just see it and sense it. And he was wrong. I think he really got the thing about making people wear masks and shit because they were worried. He was worried that, oh my God, this got out, it's going to kill so many people. And he was trying to protect himself by any means necessary. And then it's really like it really came out years later, 4 or 5 years later now, that this fucking guy is a fucking murderer.
Right.
Plain and simple. And now he gets pardoned.
Yeah. That's a painful one, and people should be fucking like up in arms about it. But that shows you where how the country is so torn, right? Like all the left that fucking are the supreme fucking like vaccination fucking, you got to get your Koronski fucking vaccine fucking 19 times every fucking year. Oh, yes, it's very good that I mean the truth came out, right? Like it all came out. And even like Zuckerberg now is saying how he was fucking the government like said you cannot fucking post this shit. But the whole government was fucking involved in it, right?
Right. They were going after him
Insane.
saying you can't have this up here.
Yeah.
Threatening him. Fucking cursing at his employees.
Right. Yeah, I
That's
don't know,
wild,
man.
man. That's fucking wild. And then
That's like a war crime, bro. That's like a fucking legit like a lot of people you couldn't even go into the fuck could see your family when they were in the hospital and shit like that. Like,
yeah,
and this guy just gets off. Like, no, man. Then it's not even him that should get in trouble. It should be a lot of people that fucking get into trouble for that shit. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man,
the whole administration.
dude. You should not be able to pardon anybody. The president should not be able to fucking pardon
Oh,
anybody.
definitely not.
Fuck that, man. Fuck that. And especially for something that you didn't even get tried for yet.
Right. Right.
How could you say that? Like, how could you be like, yo, if my boy kills somebody, I pardon him right now?
Yeah. It's like, oh, you're good. Oh, thanks.
Nah, that's fucked. I think Trump's gonna like overrule that shit somehow, bro.
Dude,
I really think so.
put that little weasel on trial, man, and make him confess. He's going to hell. That fucking guy's going to hell. And they just to flip it on us, make us the bad guys. Make
Right.
make social media platforms like fucking Twitter, whatever, kicking us off. YouTube kick us off twice
Yeah.
for just talking about the fucking truth. That's fucking crazy. That's censorship.
Yeah.
They fucking tried to censor us, and that's still pissing me off.
Yeah.
Even talking about it now, like, are they gonna come say, oh, you can't say COVIDity titty?
All
You
right.
know what I'm saying? Or talk about that. It's fucking wrong. It's so fucking wrong. And it just goes to show you like how deep it goes, man. I mean, we get like on average on YouTube, like 100 views for a show, right? They're
Yeah.
kicking us off,
I know.
us for 100 views. They're going after us too.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. Come on. It's just like it's just really like really fucked up. If you think about it, like the censorship part of it, how they're trying, they did anything they could possibly do. They try to make it where it was just your only source of information was from the mainstream media to try
Right.
to manipulate you, to try to scare you. And I always said it on this pod. First, they tried to scare you, then they try to bribe you, and then they threaten your livelihood in order to get that death jab. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And that's what it comes down to. And it's fucking crazy that we actually went through that and lived through that.
Yeah.
Listen, being stuck in my house and hanging out for all those months, just chilling,
Yeah.
it was fun. I got it. Like we're playing poker every night and fucking chilling, drinking. Good time. I
Yeah.
felt like I was like on a nice fucking vacation, but it just like what they're capable of. Like, man, if anything like that happens again, like, man, we gotta like revolt. Like, we can't let this happen again.
I
We
know.
can't be taken advantage of like that. It was really fucked up. Like, people, a lot of small businesses went under. Things changed. There used to be diners open up 24
Oh
7.
yeah.
They made us, instead of like, going dining inside in the regular restaurant, they put us outside in the street in a tent like dogs. Like what? Like, how is this any different than being inside this fucking establishment? You put
Right.
us in like a bubble tent. That's like cars are driving by like while you're fucking having dinner. Puddles are getting thrown at your fucking like on the side of the bubble. Like
Right.
what?
You're sucking back everybody's exhaust.
Oh, dude, it's crazy. Fucking hobos are fucking peeing on the tent while
Yeah.
you're trying to eat your baked clams.
Yeah.
Like it was nuts. It was really just nuts. Like
Yeah.
and they made this like the norm. The norm.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
what the fuck?
Crazy times. Crazy times.
Crazy.
If Marshmallow still listens to this podcast, he's loving this topic.
Oh yeah. They're back. Now they're changing the name, Covidity Titty, so they could get by without being censored and kicked off of YouTube again. Yeah. Fuck you. Fuck you, YouTube. Not Marshmallow, but YouTube. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Piece of shit. So yeah. Before we go, shout out to my brother-in-law. He passed away like 10 years ago. Definitely miss him. It was definitely a surprise death to me. I know he was like a little sick, before leukemia and shit like that. Before I just expected him to just bounce back and come right out the hospital. Didn't expect it, to go or turn the way it did. Still like shocked. Like I obviously had like other people pass away in my life. My mom, that wasn't a shock, but that one was.
Yeah.
I just remember like going to see him in like the hospital when everybody got the news that there was nothing they could do for him, and I just remember like going there. I'm like, I couldn't even like hug or hug anybody. I was just like I was such in shock. I was like, what the fuck is this really happening? So we had a little like my sister like had like a little party over the house for him on Friday. Drank a lot of beers, had a lot, drank a little too much, but not enough. So I had like about like probably like 8, 9, 10, 11 of these Yinling golden lager that one of my accounts gave me. He's like, yo, try this. I'm like, all right, I'll bring it to the party. So I'm throwing them back. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, there's like this Elvis impersonator there. And my brother-in-law, like he was a big Elvis guy, whatever, played Elvis at his wedding. This motherfucker was good. Like I sent you guys a picture of the video of this motherfucker. Like he was singing, dancing. I'm like, yo, is this really happening? And he was fucking awesome. Like he had the sideburns. He put sideburns on. I was like, I can't believe this fucking guy's here. So it was pretty cool. Just fucking did that. But I drank a lot, and then I see my dog get up, so I walked because it's not too far from my house. So I walked down, got my dog, brought my dog up. So he came up for a little while, hanging out, and then they had like these balloons that were gonna let up. Like we put messages on it and let it up in the sky.
Yeah.
My dog seen one balloon and he was like, oh, he's like his eyes lit up. He wanted to get at this fucking balloon. I'm like, all right, time to go. So fucking took him, went home and then had my last 2 beers on the walk back home. And then all of a sudden I'm like, I was passed out, man. I was like, oof, drank a lot. Had a lot of beers, a lot of good beers.
Were you hungover?
I was hungover, Nick.
Yeah.
But I bounced back because I'm the greatest. I bounced back. Bounce back. So,
cheers to what was his name?
Charlie.
Billy. Charlie. Charlie. Cheers to him.
Yeah, definitely cheers to Charlie, man. He's a good dude. He definitely big Giant fan. Watched a lot of games, big sports guy in general. Quick story, me, my brother-in-law Charlie, and my brother Brian, back in the day when my dad had to go get like a stent put in, like we were down the city, whatever,
Mm.
down Broad, wherever the fuck we were, and we're in there, and like we're looking at each other. We had to go get something for like the girls, whatever. So my sister was there, both my sisters there, whatever. So me, my brother, my brother-in-law, like walked down to get something. We had to go get something. I forgot what it was. So all of a sudden, like we passed a bar, and we're like, well, I mean, he's gonna be in the surgery for like 5 hours, so we might win. So then we just fucking walked in. We started fucking drinking. We're like, all right, it's like 2 hours gone by, 2.5 hours gone by. And then like 3 hours gone by, we went back and hey, we had to go down the store, get the loss. We were all fucking chilling in there. I just thought that was like a fun little remembrance
Yeah.
back in the day. And then we came back. My dad obviously was fine, and
Yeah.
so yeah, one of those deals, man. Charlie was definitely the best, man. Definitely the
Yeah.
best. Yeah, if I needed something, whatever, like he was always there. He was actually my basketball coach. He was assistant coach with my dad back in the day
Oh, cool.
when I was in grade school. Yeah, so
That's cool.
yeah, it was
Yeah,
fun, man.
those are the best types of getting drunks, man. When you're fucking hanging, when you don't expect it, you guys all go to the fuck,
That's it.
and
Yeah.
then you just like you can't leave.
Oh shit, we gotta. It's like we had to stay for at least three because the guy's gonna buy back and forth.
Of
So we're
course,
like,
of
all right,
course.
well, we gotta hang out a little while longer. So it was just funny, like we did that, and just the girls were like, "Where were you?"
Right.
We had to go fine. It was just fun. It was fucking funny. So yeah, but that's life, man. Crazy,
Yeah.
crazy, crazy stuff goes on. Can't predict
Yeah.
it. Can't predict life.
Yeah.
All right, it is what it is.
Till we all meet again.
So we all meet again.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a nice podcast in heaven that you all listen to. It's a podcast where everybody comes back. Everybody comes back to life. Everybody's here. It's a big party. Come on in. Everybody that passed away years ago, come on the show. We're on a Zoom call. So, guys, that's it, man. That's a wrap on the Mix Up Podcast. Unless you got something else, Nick, before we go.
No, I'm good.
You good? All right. So I'm good too. Welcome back. Stay safe, everybody. Okay. Trump
Peace out.
forever. Yeah. Peace.
Peace.